Close your eyes, make a dot. We'll see where it ends up.
Nothing matters more to me. Pretty interesting because there are not many parents, I think, that would pretty much completely abandon a relationship with their kids.
Welcome back to another story from the Story Truck. You know, I'm sure it happens all the time. You're heading out for a workout and you bump into a TV crew that wants to put you on their show. Close your eyes, make a dot. We'll see where it ends up. Okay. You hit right off a road. Hopefully somebody lives there. It's turning out to be an adventure. Well, here's the nearest lot to the dot. I rhymed. Hey, let's try this house. And then let's drive another 3.2 miles to get to the next house. Hi there. Is this your house?
No, it's not. I live right there. I'm just curious what the story is.
We're ready to tell your story. You say you live up there?
Yeah.
That's where we're headed next, because these people aren't home. Have you heard of the Story Truck?
I have. I've seen it on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, do you want to tell your story?
Not looking like this.
Well, we'd let you change. Get TV ready.
Okay, I guess.
Is horsey with two E's a word?
Meet the Malmrosas. Roger and Judy have 4 kids and just moved here from California.
You know, playing games and like going water tubing or anything. They're just like really fun, funny people.
Bill. Oh, sweet.
But this fun family took a while to happen.
Met Judy, she was a freshman. I was a junior at the time at BYU.
And she said, would you just go to a freshman dance? And so he could get to know the freshmen, because at that time they voted. And I said, she showed me a picture, and I said, sure, I'll go with him. And
She showed you a picture first?
Yeah, of course.
So he's not too bad.
Right.
Okay.
So we went to the dance, and I remember coming home and saying, that's the kind of guy I'm gonna marry.
So they dated, on and off, for years, and years, and years.
And we connected a summer, you know.
Well, he had been engaged.
Oh, don't go there.
Okay.
Oh, that's the worst.
In fact, Roger was engaged twice, but says he just wasn't mature enough to get married. He served his church as a missionary, graduated college, went to grad school at UCLA, then Stanford Law. Judy graduated college, served as a missionary, started grad school. Then Roger got with the program in a big way.
Let's just say I was not gonna deal with him. I knew he had a track record.
But Roger was determined.
It was full court press. When it was time to go, it was time to go.
But what held him back all those years? Was he really immature? Or maybe was it because he had to be too mature at such a young age?
Shovel the walks and mow the lawn and pull the weeds and all that stuff was me. And you know, starting at 11, and you know, of course, as my siblings grew up with me, it wasn't all just me. But I think the responsibility of marriage and parenting and whatever, I think I had a better idea than most kids getting married of what was in store, and it was I think for me one of those that, all right, am I emotionally ready for this? Am I financially ready for this?
Roger's parents divorced when he was 11. That's not that unusual. But this is.
The last time that I have seen or heard from my natural father was about 32, 33 years ago. He lives in Taylorsville or somewhere near here. But I've had no contact with him. And that's been pretty interesting because there are not many parents, I think, that would pretty much completely abandon a relationship with their kids.
So as the oldest child, and as a child, Roger worked to help support the family. And if it took him a few more years to start his family, it was only because he was determined to do it right.
Who do I want to be? What do I want to be like? And I'm grateful for men and women who have been good examples of how to be a good father, how to be a good mother, and certainly came on the side of I want my kids to know that nothing, apologies, that nothing matters more to me than they do. So it's been wonderful. Wonderful kids.
I can't even fathom, but I think, like, I adore my dad, and I think he's the person he is today because of it, and he's like the hardest working person I know, and yeah, I can't even imagine not having a dad and like having to work for the family, you know, and do stuff for your like younger siblings. For how much my dad has given us from how little he came from, it's like, I need to do him proud. I need to do more than this.
Roger has reached out to his dad, but says he's got nothing in return. He'll never understand it, but doesn't waste time trying.
Do I feel badly? You know, I certainly acknowledge that there's someone who gave up what life's about. I mean, he made choices, and his choice clearly was just to follow his path by himself with whatever lifestyle he chose. But there's no way he could have the same kind of, I think, same kind of happiness or experience the same kind of joy as we've had with our kids. It's not possible. So I feel sorry for him, but I don't have empathy, because frankly, I just don't know him.
Nothing matters more. I couldn't have said it better myself. Such a great story, and I'm so grateful that he was vulnerable enough to share that information about his dad. His kids would talk about how great their dad is, despite him not even really having a dad. Nothing matters more than family. And you know, I'm really glad that they stopped, because we had been trying for a while to get a story, and this wasn't a typical neighborhood where houses are side by side. There was a big distance in between the houses, and it was on a mountain. So things work out the way they're supposed to. If you like this story, please subscribe to the channel, give the story a like, and hit the bell so that you'll be notified of future stories.